Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I have something that has been highly requested for a very long time. So today I'm gonna be showing you how to contour and highlight your face. I'm gonna use cream products as well as powder. So I hope you enjoy watching this video, and now let's get into the tutorial. So I already have my foundation on, so I'm gonna jump right into highlighting, and for that I'm using my Maybelline Fit concealer. This is in the shade 20, which is a little lighter than my skin tone, and I'm using it just so that it helps to highlight my face. So at first I'm applying it underneath my eyes in a triangular shape, and then I'm also applying it on the bridge of my nose, my chin and forehead. So basically all the high points of your face you would want to highlight, that is, bring forward. And now it's time to contour, and for that at first I'm using this Fenty Beauty matte stick. This is in the shade Mocha. So this is basically a cream highlighter. So I'm first applying it on the hollows of my cheeks, and I'm also applying a little bit on my jawline, the sides of my nose, and even the tip a little bit, and the edge of my forehead. So basically all the places that you want to recede is where you're going to apply the darker shade. And then with the Real Techniques contouring brush, I'm blending out the contour first. So when you're blending out your cheekbones contouring, make sure you blend it upwards and you never drag it down, because then it's just going to ruin the purpose of contouring. And I'm also blending out all the other areas where I've used the contouring shade. Just make sure you blend it out really well so that there are no harsh lines. Then I'm blending out the contour on my jawline, and contouring here actually helps to hide your double chin, and who doesn't want to hide those cheeky little double chins? Be careful when you're blending out your nose contour. Make sure you don't bring the contouring shade towards the middle of your nose bridge. Try to blend it downwards on the edge of your nose. And then to blend out my concealer, which is basically fulfilling the purpose of highlighting, I'm using a damp sponge. So don't swipe, just dab and blend it out, and make sure it's blended really well and there's no difference or distinction between the contour line and the highlight. It all blends in nicely. So highlight and contour is basically all about light and shade. So the places that you want to bring forward, that are the high points of your face, you want to use a lighter color, and the areas that you want to recede or you want to push back, you would have to apply a darker color. So I feel once you know what this is all about, highlighting and contouring becomes really easy and simple. And now to set the concealer in place, I'm using my Mercier Translucent setting powder with a Real Techniques setting brush. It's very important to use a powder to set the cream product, because creams tend to crease, and especially on me under my eyes, cream products crease heavily, so a powder is a must for me. So I'm also dusting a little bit of powder on all the areas where I've applied the concealer, that is my nose bridge, my chin and forehead, just so that there's no creasing and it lasts all day. And then to set my cream contour, I'm using this Bahama Mama bronzer from the Balm Cosmetics, and with the same Real Techniques contouring brush, I'm just applying it on all those areas where at first I've used the cream contour. And there are the hollows of my cheekbones, my jawline, forehead and the sides of my nose. The reason for using a powder contour over the cream one is, first of all, to set the cream product so that it doesn't crease or it doesn't budge, and also so that it lasts all day. Cream products has a tendency of smudging off or maybe just smearing throughout the day. It can get a little sticky even at times, so using a powder product on top just seals it in place and makes it last throughout the whole day. But if you don't have the time to do all this, then you can just keep cream contouring and use only powder products. It's still gonna look equally good. But if you want to do just cream contouring because it actually looks quite natural and glowy on the skin, then you can go for it. Just keep in mind that you're using a cream product that sets to a powdery finish or sets to a matte finish so that it doesn't crease or it doesn't transfer and it lasts all day. And then to powder contour my nose, I'm actually using a big fluffy eyeshadow brush, and with the same Bahama Mama bronzer, I'm just contouring the sides of my nose and also the tip. Nose contouring, if done right that is, can make your nose look really defined, and you can basically change the shape of your whole nose without going through like vigorous surgery and all. Then I'm using this highlighting powder from the Wet n Wild Contour and Highlight Duo. This is basically a powder, a matte powder, and I'm just applying it on those areas where I've highlighted before and I just want to reapply so that it looks clean. So I'm applying it on my nose bridge and also under my cheekbone contour. So this just helps to clean up the contour and clean up any mess and make the edges sharp. So I'm using this technique because I want my contour to be quite strong, but if you want to wear it on a more natural way, then you can just skip this. And I'm also using a little bit of this brightening powder underneath my eyes so that my face is all even toned and it's not different shades in different places. And also I'm applying a little bit in the middle of my forehead and also my chin, basically the places where I've used my highlighter, that is my concealer. And now it's time for the shiny, glowy, dazzling highlighter, and for that today I'm using the Fenty Beauty Killawat Highlighter Duo in the shade Mean Money and Hustla Baby, and I'm using the more shimmery highlighter from this duo and applying it on tops of my cheekbones with an Elysium brush. Make sure it's not just a single line and it's really well blended. And then with my finger I'm applying a little bit on the tip of my nose and my nose bridge, and then I'm just going ahead with the brush and blending it out. And I'm also applying a little bit on the Cupid's bow. And just dusting a little bit on my chin and the forehead. But if you have oily skin, you can skip these two areas. And now it's time for the blush, and today I'm using the Nars blush in the shade Orgasm. Usually I use blush before highlighter, but recently I've started doing it the other way around because I feel then it looks much more natural and the highlight doesn't look that stark. So with a big fluffy blush brush, I'm just applying the blush on the apples of my cheekbones, and I also blend it out towards the temple or towards the ears. If you think the blush is overpowering the highlighter or just taking away that glow and that shine, then you can always go ahead and apply the highlighter a little bit more after your blush. So like I said, I'm applying a little bit of the highlighter again so that it's dazzling and you can see my highlight from the moon. Just look at that glow. Highlighter, I think, is one of the most favorite parts of makeup for me. I just absolutely love highlighters. And now it's the finishing touches, and for that I'm using this City Color setting spray and I'm applying it all over my face. So now you have a perfectly contoured and chiseled base ready for the rest of the makeup. And now I'm back with the rest of the makeup, and you can see when you have the full face of makeup, the highlight and contour actually looks quite natural and subtle. It doesn't look that stark. And of course, you can always alter the steps according to your preference and your personal liking. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, then please don't forget to give me a thumbs up and share this video with your friends and family so that I can reach more people. And until next time, take care and bye-bye.